On Saturday, Caroline Aston launched the scathing review during an appearance on GB News where she suggested how the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have adopted a method to ensure they remain in the public eye through their work away from the royal family. She suggested how such an example of this was seen during a recent visit to New York which resembled a state visit. Ms. Aston slammed the meetings, the greetings, the pomp going on. This oh-so-private couple that stepped away from the glare of publicity and yet seemed to have become extremely public property. The royal commentator went on to acknowledge how despite her own feelings, there are quite a few Americans who are calling for the Sussexes to drop their titles. She added how critics also question their numerous state visit-style appearances despite no longer being part of the royal family or carrying out official visits. Ms. Aston claimed, "There is always something happening with the Sussexes. And let's face it, self-generated publicity is the name of their game." She continued by suggesting that this has to be done in order for the pair to earn them the mega book deals. The royal expert added this means that the Sussexes can continue to fill those coffers as she tore into the pair. But in a tongue-in-cheek jab at the California-based duo, she remarked how the Sussexes' financial support from Prince Charles was so cruelly emptied down to the last few millions. The comments come as the Sussexes stepped out in New York for their first joint appearances since the birth of their daughter, Lilibet Diana, on June 4. Harry and Meghan attended as they participated in Global Citizen Live, to promote equal access to the COVID-19 vaccine as well as a reading at a school in Harlem, New York. But the couple came in for some criticism for the visit, including the fact that they traveled back to Montecito by private jet, after being vocal about the effects of climate change. While royal commentator Katie Nichols slammed, turning up at an underprivileged school in Harlem, in a couture coat that costs more than the combined incomes of most of those parents at the school. It doesn't make any sense. It just shows them to not be in touch. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle left a lot of British people feeling betrayed and abandoned after they fled the UK last year, a royal expert has claimed. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced they would be stepping back from senior royal duties on January 8, 2020. Since their departure from the firm and subsequent controversial move to California, the ex-royal's popularity in the UK has been in steady decline, according to polls. Gertrude Daly, who runs the Gert's Royal podcast, claims the couple weren't there for the British people when they needed them most. Gertrude Daly told, "As for their popularity in the UK, polls have shown it has plummeted. I think a lot of British people feel a bit betrayed and abandoned. While the other royals were busy throughout the pandemic and visible to the British people, the Sussexes weren't there for the British people when they needed them most." The royal commentator suggests the ex-royal couple have focused more on their American and international audience, leaving the UK a thing of the past. The Sussexes were holed up in their California mansion during the pandemic, and when they did make an appearance it was usually not to support a UK project, Gertrude said. She added, "The Sussexes' focus over the last year has very much been on the US and internationally, and building that fan base. And the US is definitely where their focus is. As service is universal, it means they no longer need to be focused on the UK, instead they can be of service anywhere." The podcaster brings attention says she has heard Brits and Americans describe the couple as Americans now. A few weeks ago the couple shared a list of mental health resources to help their fans through this difficult time, but Gertrude says they did not include a single mental health UK resource. Even through, Prince Harry, pre-departure, had been involved in the mental health community in the UK for years and would be very familiar with many resources there, Gertrude said.